Hello everyone, and welcome to this Telescript tutorial video. Today we're going to be talking about run lists in Telescript Pro. Just going to talk quickly about how to load scripts, rearrange scripts, set column order and window sizing and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. So once you open up Telescript Pro, we're going to open up a run list. So we'll open up one of our test run lists here. And here we go. So now, as you can see, you've got a large editing window for your script, and then below that you've got another window which is your run list window, and that's the one down here. It is likely that if you have not set defaults for your window sizes, this is probably what you're going to see when you open up Telescript Pro initially. But if you don't want this layout and you want to set up a custom layout to be your default, which we like to do, I'm going to go ahead and show you now exactly how you want to do that. So in order to do that, let's close the run list. So the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and just open up a single script. You can just create a new script. Okay, and now you'll see that you have your two windows. So let's go ahead and let's resize some of these windows. So let's size this down. Let's take the run list window, move it over here, and let's position it here. We'll make it longer so we can see as many scripts as we possibly can, and then let's take the edit window and let's fill the rest of the space up. So if you like this Windows configuration, then what you want to do is you want to save it as your default. So in order to do that, go up to Tools, and then you're going to see a little option here called Layout, and then you're going to see Window Position, and then what you want to do is you just want to come down here and click Make Default Layout. So now we've saved it. So if I go ahead and close Telescript, and we go ahead and open up another script, as you can see now that window layout is now held. So let's talk about the column order over here in the run list window. Depending on how you want to lay these columns out, you can rearrange them. So let's just say I want the order column to be first. So I just click on it, drag it over to the front. I can resize it. If I want the read time to be over here, you can put the read time over there. Again, you can resize these if you want. There's a lot of other information towards the right here as you scroll down. Most of this stuff is not really relevant to most people. A lot of these columns pull information from EMPS and iNews. So for most regular operation, most of the columns down at the end are not really going to be important to you. The ones that will be the order, the script name, and probably the read time. So once you've got that, if you're happy with that column order, we can also save that to be the default. So again, we're going to go back to Tools, going to go back to Layout, Window Position, and then at the bottom here, you'll see Store Column Order. So if I click that, now this column order will come up every time we open up a run list in Telescript Pro. So let's go ahead and let's load an actual run list that we have here. Not going to save that one. Let's open up the test one that we have here. As you can see here, we've got our scripts. We've got 8 scripts in total with the columns exactly how we had it laid out. And basically the way Telescript Pro works is that every script that's in this run list, Telescript Pro saves a copy in its memory. So anytime you go to select the script, that script window is actually below the other scripts. So whatever script you have open, all the other scripts are in a window below here. So you can get an idea of exactly how Telescript handles the scripts. So now if I need to reorder, all I need to do is click, drag, and drop, click, drag, and drop to reorder. If I want to add a script, simply go and click Open Script. Let's go to my desktop. Now we've added that script at the bottom. If we want to remove a script, we can just right click it we can close that script, and now it's gone. Now, if you notice up here in the run list window, you have some buttons here that are grayed out, some that are not. The first button here is to create a new run list. The second one here is to open a run list. This one is to save. As you can see here, there's an export run list option. We've done a completely separate video on exporting run lists out of Telescript Pro, AV, and Mac. So if you're interested in exactly how that works, go ahead and check out that video. But otherwise, the export run list is so you can export this run list with the scripts and bring it to another computer so you can work on it on a secondary laptop. So you can print your run list, and then these here are controls for the live update function that Telescript Pro offers. I'm going to do a different video that'll cover that. That's a little bit more involved, but in essence, you can have two versions of Telescript Pro running, and one can be a computer that's doing all the changes, and the other one can receive those changes from that editing computer and make live edits to scrolling scripts, to other scripts that are in the run list. So it's a real good function to learn if you've got a live environment that you're going to be working in and you know that there's going to be live updates that need to be made during the show. And then finally down here, there's a host client, disable, enable. Again, that relates back to the live update thing. These buttons here also are used in the newsroom setup where you're using Telescript's MOS gateway to communicate with MOS newsroom systems or our iNews gateway, which communicates with iNews. Again, there'll be a completely separate video on how to configure those on the channel. And there are a bunch of options that you can set up here in the tools and the preferences and in the run list tab. You can see there's a bunch of options that you can select or deselect, save options, some miscellaneous options here. The one that a lot of people don't generally play with is the display options. So this controls what your run list window looks like. So for instance, currently we have a black background with some yellow text. If I want to change the text color, I would click text, and I can select the color of the text I want. Let's say I want it to be white. Click white. Click OK, and now you can see the text in the run list window is now white. So this is very customizable. Regardless of what color you want, you could just select them, save them, and this is exactly how your run list window will look once you've set these preferences. Down here also you have file name and friendly name. A file name is, I'll show you. So over here, as you can see, you've got the names of the scripts here, which is basically the title and only the title. But if you switch to file name, as you can see, it now expands it a little bit and it gives it the tags that are at the end of the file, whether it's a TPW or an RTF. These are pretty simple scripts and they're named properly the way we would want them to be. But you know, when you're loading scripts from clients and stuff, they could have some really crazy names and stuff. So in order to make it easier to identify, in the run list window, you can just select friendly name and it will sort of condense it a little bit, and it's going to make it a little bit more recognizable in the run list, so you don't have to try to remember, you know, this file is named this, which script is that. You know, at least you kind of have an idea of exactly which script is which based on the script name in the run list. And that pretty much is it. Run lists are pretty easy to navigate. The run list in Telescript AV is a little different, so if you're interested in Telescript AV's run list feature, there is another video on the channel that talks about the AV run list. And if you have any other questions, you can give us a call, 201-767-6733, or just drop us an email at info@telescript.com. Thanks for watching.